Hi everyone, it's so good to see you here. My name is Renee and I pray that we can grow in our faith together. In April of this year, I got a new bedroom. I have been decorating it ever since and I'm pretty far with the decorating of it and I'm pretty satisfied with how it looks right now, except for one thing, and that's the way my posters look. I bought this poster frame that would help me with framing my posters and like displaying them better. But I bought a big one so that my bigger posters would look like very incredible. But I didn't keep in mind that I also have some smaller posters and they kind of look misplaced. So I currently have two smaller posters like hanging up. You can't even see it in this frame. So I will put in a video of how it looks right now. But as you can see, there are two tinier posters and I decided to put them together because they are also small and just one looked even more ridiculous. So I put like two together to fill up the space a little bit more and fill the frame a little bit more. I just don't like the look of it, so I'm going to make my own poster. Because at first I was looking and browsing online for posters with like Bible scriptures because I really want a poster with a Bible scripture, a bigger one. But I'm trying to cut back on my online shopping because I've been on an online shopping spree. So I kind of want to cut back from that. So I thought to myself, I have paper, I have paint, I have a Bible with so many great scriptures to choose from. So why not create my own? And that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. So let me take you along on this journey. Okay, this may be a weird angle, but this is the best I can do considering it's a very large poster that I'm going to make. In preparations for the poster, I decided to get some paper out of an old like sketch pad that I used to use as a kid, and I taped those, like four of those together to create like a very big poster. And as you can see, I'm not sure if it's very visible on camera, but as you can see, hopefully, I already sketched out what I'm going to be painting onto this piece of paper. And I decided to go with, let me get my Bible first. I decided to go with the following scripture, which is Ephesians 3, verse 16 to 19, which says, I pray that from his glorious unlimited resources, he will empower you with inner strength through his Spirit. Then Christ will make his home in your hearts as you trust in him. Your roots will grow down into God's love and keep you strong. And may you have the power to understand, as all God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, and how deep his love is. May you experience the love of Christ, though it is too great to understand fully. Then you will be made complete with all the fullness of life and the power that comes from God. This particular scripture has been following me around basically. Wherever I go, I keep getting reminded of that scripture, and whenever I get reminded of a scripture or when I feel like a scripture has been popping up, that's when I kind of try to pay attention to it more, because whenever that happens, I feel like God is trying to tell me something. And so I wanted to meditate on this particular scripture more, and that's why I decided to put it on this poster that will be in my room. The color that I'm going to be using is yellow. I have this acrylic, very cheap acrylic paint, and I'm going to, because I feel like this is maybe too bright, so I might either like mix it with a little bit of red or a little bit of pink, but we'll see. Because yellow is my favorite color, but I prefer more of an orangey yellow over like primary yellow or anything. So I'm going to try and create a color that I'm satisfied with. And the first thing that I'm going to be tackling is the text, because I feel like that is the hardest. So, and the other spaces that I need to paint are like big spaces. So let's get started. Okay. Hi, voiceover Renee here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a voiceover on every video, but for now I wanted to really dive deeper into why I chose this particular scripture. For the last couple of years, I've been really focusing on self-growth and like personal growth, and that was something that was very necessary. I really had to learn to be compassionate for myself, because I was very hard on myself, and I still tend to be very hard on myself, but I feel like compassion is something that I practice better and more than I did before. And I have a few Bible scriptures that also got pointed out to me, and also have to do with this ongoing theme that seems to be in my life right now that I'm very thankful for, which is the theme of the word rooted. And another scripture that I've been pointed towards is from Psalm 65 verse, 10 and 11. It says, "You drench the plowed ground with rain, melting the clods and leveling the ridges. You soften the earth with showers and bless its abundant crops. You crown the year with a bountiful harvest, and even the hard pathways overflow with abundance." This really spoke to me. I really felt like that crop when I read it the first time. I felt like God is like this farmer for our lives, and He will take care of us. He will make us rich and fertile, and He will make sure that we have a bountiful harvest as long as we trust in Him and we build our foundation on Him and like be rooted in Him. And another scripture that I got pointed towards is Psalm 52 verse 8, which says, "But I am like an olive tree, thriving in the house of God. I will always trust in God's unfailing love." And for me, the vision of an olive tree, like the image of an olive tree, really caught my eye, and I really wanted to know like what is so significant about the olive tree. And so I did like a very small Bible study, and I found out that the Hebrew translations for an olive tree are bright, shining, and green-leaved. And it also is a Jewish symbol for luck, being invincible, and bringing peace. And I found out that even when the tree is old and its bark is rough, it will remain green, and it has very deep roots which can withstand like the biggest storms and the biggest forest fires. That really caught my eye, and I felt like God was calling me, and God is of course calling you to be deeply rooted in Him so we can withstand everything and anything together with him. That's why Ephesians 3 is also very important and very special to me. So that was the final result. I'm really happy with it. I really like the color yellow, as I said before, so it really fits with the color scheme of my room. As you can see, I also have like yellow bedding, so it fits perfectly, and I love how bright it is and how fun and colorful it is. And as I said, the scripture really means a lot to me, and I really hope that this will also help me to meditate on it more. So I hope I have inspired you, and maybe you can create your own poster or make your own art to share the gospel more and to decorate your room with it, or you can make cards or whatever you want to do with it. I hope I inspired you. And let me know what kind of scripture has been following you around for a while now, or a scripture that you keep coming back to, or like keeps following you on your path, on your journey, because I'm very curious on what kind of scriptures you guys read. So, and you guys come across. So, I hope you like this video, and I pray you have a blessed week, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye!